An alien civilization arrived on Earth with enormous spaceships hovering silently over the world's cities. They made no aggressive moves and claimed they were here to help humanity, but Earth's leaders remained deeply suspicious. Their technology was 30,000 years ahead of ours, making military airstrikes utterly pointless. Tensions rose until the aliens abducted a civilian named Ricky. Once aboard their ship, everything went black. When he came to, he found himself in a luxurious room, the exact honeymoon suite where he and his wife had stayed years earlier. A voice spoke directly into his mind. The alien introduced himself as Corellan, from a race known as the Overlords. He explained their goal. They wanted to elevate humanity's spiritual dimension and needed a human intermediary. Ricky was the perfect choice. Corellan handed him a device and said that activating it would mean accepting the mission. Back on the ground, media and military forces swarmed him. The military demanded the device, insisting it was a matter of human survival. When Ricky refused, they tried to take it by force. Just as they were about to seize it, he activated the device. The alien ships released a massive surge of energy. Across the world, nearly every sick person was instantly cured. What happened next changed humanity forever. Jeffrey had been paralyzed in both legs since childhood. That night, his mother was robbed and assaulted by a gunman. Furious, Jeffrey shouted at the attacker. The robber raised his pistol and fired. Jeffrey collapsed. Then a beam of light descended. The robber's hands began to shake. He dropped the gun and fell to the ground, convulsing. As the mother grieved for her son, the light shifted to them both. Jeffrey came back to life and stood up on legs that had been crippled since birth. He walked toward the robber, who received his punishment. It was the Overlord's doing. Blinded by the miracle, people began to worship them as gods. Trust in the Overlords grew stronger. Soon, humanity laid down its weapons. Aircraft carriers were repurposed to transport food. Oil-producing nations abandoned petroleum, and pipelines carried fresh water instead. Unprecedented global unity emerged. The Overlords helped build an ideal society where disease no longer terrified people. Finally, the day came for the Overlords to reveal themselves. Humanity prepared a grand venue. As the ship moved into position, watched by thousands, Corellan stepped out of a beam of light. People saw his true form. He looked like a demon. Hello? Years later, a grown Jeffrey noticed something was wrong. For 15 years, human scientific progress had been deliberately blocked. Meanwhile, the Overlords had been collecting samples of Earth's life forms. They only needed one final specimen before returning to their home planet for study. Yet humans, still essentially caged, were actually fighting for the last remaining spot on that list. Jeffrey became convinced that the Overlords were hiding a darker truth.